All right. How's the switch from? I guess you played football in high school. Was basketball the first love? Is that how that went?
Uh, Pretty much. It was baseball was the first love, to tell the truth. But yeah, basketball at that point, I had a deeper love for it. Still love football just about the same amount.
What happened to the baseball love? Were you just
Uh,
not as good at baseball? What
nah,
happened?
nah. I fell in love with contact with the football and then basketball, getting to banging into some dudes and things. And baseball, it just didn't have the same thing for me anymore.
All right. So when you were in high school, you were a pretty highly recruited football player too, right? But it was at defensive end.
Yes, sir. Defensive end, outside linebacker. Some of them was athlete, but I was playing a little bit all over the place.
What went into the decision to ultimately play basketball in college instead of going the football route?
At that point, like, tell the truth, I wasn't really big on lifting weights and things of that sort. And we came off of some good years in basketball at my high school, and our city kind of rallied behind us. So I still was living off that hype of basketball, wanted to see how far I could take it.
All right, so you still feel like you hoop because you got another guy in the locker room that's another former hooper. I mean, can you take Chris Manhurst?
Listen, I can take anybody you want me to take on that side.
All right, so making the switch back to football. I know you kind of put in some work on you changed your diet, started lifting. I mean, I think I saw something you were taking videos to send to teams that you running routes. So this was something you were really committed to.
Yeah, definitely. When I decided to say that I was going to make the switch, I knew if I had any chance of doing so, I had to go 2 feet in. So when jumping 2 feet in for me was obviously gaining my weight back. I was 226 when the season ended. So got with the dietitian, got on the meal plan, got with our strength coach at Clemson, some other guys at home. Got on the weights again because I knew I would have to do different lifts than what I was used to. And then just those workout videos were key for me too, just to get back in the flow, showing that I can still do some things football-wise.
So when was it that you decided you were going to make the switch and you start lifting? When did you start feeling like, okay, I'm starting to get back to my football shape? Because it's a little bit different football shape than basketball shape now.
Yeah. I say it might have been maybe a week or two after I actually started the real football workouts and route running and things of that sort. When I first got out here again, it felt foreign, and then it took going probably 4 or 5 days a week to just get that natural feel back.
So you and Marcus Pollard have talked a few times. What is that relationship like? I know he's made that switch as well from basketball to football. So what's that relationship like between you and Marcus Pollard?
He's a great mentor. He has real great insight. He's done it. He told me if I wanted to do so, that all the odds I would have to beat and just necessarily every obstacle that was in front of me, be able to tear it down. But he's prepared me for what the game would be like as far as telling me about the speed and everything else, but just making sure that mentally I'm ready to go and take in all of this.
I mean, we always talk about tight ends that make the switch from basketball. There's a lot of them now. But you walk in here and there's 2 guys. I mean, Marcus Pollard's still in the building, but you got another guy on the team, and Chris Manhurst, who made a similar switch. I mean, could you think of almost a better situation to walk into than this one when you got 2 guys in the building that know exactly what you're going through right now?
Not at all. It was almost for me, it was a perfect thing fit-wise, just because I know that I can go to those guys and ask all the questions I want to. Like, hey, how did you slow it down when you first came over? Everything's moving a mile a minute. How do I learn this formation? Or what's good? Or what's some blocking techniques or things of that sort that'll help me. So,
did you play tight end in high school or wide receiver at all?
I play wide receiver a little bit, but we didn't really.
You didn't throw the ball.
We threw it here and there, but that's why I really like defense.
Okay, so even I guess being a little bit more of a passing option, a little bit foreign to what you've done on the field in the past.
Yes, especially in just getting to play forward now instead of backwards, playing defense and dropping in the routes that way. But yeah, it's a little different.
How comfortable are you getting? I mean, running those routes and playing forward, because since that's not what you were doing before.
I feel like I'm getting there, taking a step a day. That's all I'm trying to do, get 1% better every day and keep taking one stride after another, putting 1 foot forward.
How excited were you when you got that call after rookie minicamp and they told you they were going to sign you?
I was extremely excited. Inside I probably kept it in with the straight face, but I got back to the hotel, let a little scream out, called my family. So yeah, it was definitely a huge excitement.
Are you ready to go through this grind of what's going to get you all the way through training camp?
Oh yes, definitely ready. Knowing I had to do so and being prepared for it. Nobody said it was going to be easy. I knew that when I decided to try to come over here and do so. So just being able to be ready to do so.
What's it like working with Trevor Lawrence and some of the other players on the roster?
Listen, it's huge. Trevor out there dropping dimes today. He had a couple beautiful balls, but again, that was something that obviously got brought up to me because playing at Clemson. So I watched Trevor. I've been an Ohio State fan before, but just getting down to be here and catch a pass from him is it's definitely a good
You gotta
thing.
go tell him, you know, look, I'm a Clemson Tide too. You gotta throw me some nice balls, man.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully he target me some and let me try to make a couple plays.
So we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.